I am a small, short man. I stand 5'2.5", 5'3" on a good day. I have a big, round, fat belly. Look at that belly. Look at that fat belly. I have a big old moon face and large, gross features. Let's begin with our subject matter. This is a talk, a brief talk, that goes out to the small, short man like me. You're going to have a terrible time approaching any woman. Eric Byrne wrote the book, What Do You Say After You Say Hello? But the real question is, we are an anomaly. How do you approach hello in the first place and survive it? What do you say? What do you do? You have no appearance, you have no personality, you have no presence. Big old moon face and a big, big fat belly and a gynecomastia, as you can see. That's breast material. I'm an old man. Take a lot of skill. You need a lot of rhetorical skill. You need a lot of game, a lot of critical thinking, a lot of judgment. You need very, very powerful impulse control. Where it being sexuality in its entirety, the way Freud meant it. Their ego must always be, not superego. You got to gain power over the superego. That's authority figures, surrogates of that type, and become your own man. And it's called the Church of the Transmutations, my creation. You got to know yourself thoroughly, all your vulnerabilities. Ask yourself, where am I vulnerable? Ask yourself when you're outside in public with any woman, are we visually an item? These are the tough, hard questions that come before any thoughts of sexuality or anything. Many times, environment overpowers biology. Critical thinking, good judgment, powerful impulse control, huge frustration tolerance, rhetorical skills, that's the art of persuasive language, and then just being able to say, hey, I'm outclassed, and get out. He's got to ask himself, I know, where am I vulnerable physically, psychologically, socially, and take it from there. But the main thing, as I see it, when you're outclassed, get out. The short, small man like me gains nothing by being with his taller, bigger adversary. And to be tall is to be big, unfortunately, although they're not equivalent. He's got to get himself in the best possible shape he can get himself into mentally and physically. Got to get a tough hide on him, tough mind, and be unembarrassable and totally desensitized. And not be a dreamer. Not walk around with illusions and delusions. What is and what's happening right here, right now in this situation is the only thing that's real. It's the only thing that matters, is what you have to work with. And at that point, in that situation, you create your destiny. Your destiny comes up for challenge each and every time you step out into the world, into the social world of actors, performers, and fight for your meaning and grab your destiny. Create your destiny right then and there in the situation you find yourself, knowing the legal, social, and psychological aspects of what you're up against. But the main thing is to know when you're outclassed, to know when there's no advice at all. It's a very practical, street smart situation. To know when there's no advice at all, just get out. Let go, get out, and replace. Everything, everybody is replaceable. We live by substitutions, replacement, vicarious pretense, and very creative fantasy. Those are some of my observations. There's your big fat baby. Only 5'2.5". Terrible proportions. But you have to work with it. That's all there is. Because of my big roast belly, my clothes are generic and they're way oversized. They don't fit properly. Those are the cards you're dealt with genetically, and you have to deal with them, see what you can do.